Welcome back to the stream. I know you guys probably wanted to see Last of Us, and that will come, but I haven't seen this played, or I haven't played it myself, should I say, and I have been dying to play it, and I just decided, why not? Let's pick it up. Let's do it. So, without further ado, let's pick up this gorgeous game and start playing. Hopefully everything's there, like subtitles. If not, I'll fix that.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. You should get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know, it seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes, I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow.
Let's do subtitles. Comment, let's bring up. Okay, back.
Looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
Yay, I'm a little foxy! Alrighty. What is this? Looks like a little camp that got snowed in. Alright. Interesting. I'm gonna run around a little bit more. God, the artistic style of this is gorgeous. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do something about this. we shall continue on. God. Let's bring her into some light. She is so cute and gorgeous. Oh no. Baby. My baby. What do I do about that? How do I...
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
It's our little kid.
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other 2 children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Wow. Look at her. Gorgeous mama.
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Oh wow. Gorgeous.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friend had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
The music is absolutely gorgeous in this game. Wow. No! I would have more commentary, but holy cow, the music is just astonishing.
Usually those kids would leave me alone, but somehow they could tell I was different. They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that
Right?
I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
Like I said, I would have some commentary, but the soundtrack is just breathtaking. I don't want to talk over it. just... Oh my goodness. Wow. The blues and the purples are gorgeous. And she contrasts so well against them. The color palette of this game is just gorgeous.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
No, go in. It's okay. had a feeling that was gonna happen. Oop! No, I slide! Somebody left behind Cheeto Puffs. I'm willing to bet that one over here I should get first. Here's school stuff. So when he was still younger. Hi, little bunny. Unless I already got it. Looks like I did. Thought I didn't. I was very, very sure that I didn't get that yet. The lights are... The light peeking over the horizon is the part that got me. So, let's go get this one.
The older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
It is just so gorgeous. I am just astounded. Alright, let's continue this. So far, interesting what kind of a relationship he has with his father. Kind of sad that he withdrew. I feel like kids get that way, or we get that way as kids sometimes when we grow up. There's some sparkles. Ba-doop. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. Oh my God. This is amazing. Okay, pull out a little bit. Let's see what you got there, girl.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
I can understand the misunderstanding. I can see where that misunderstanding is, rather. Kids, teenagers don't get it until they're older. Whoopsies. Let's try that one again. I thought I got the hoppy hop right. Teenage years are really hard to go through, and nobody really has a book on how to go through them. So, and then you think that your parents, especially if this is his only parent, is taking care of him, he thinks that, he doesn't care about him. I can understand where he thinks that, but... No! I was trying to get it! I probably overcompensated. One little foxy. God, this is gorgeous. There it is. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Oh, okay. I didn't need it, or I didn't know that I was gonna need those guys too. Okay. Come with, guys. I'll get this other place too before I go back there. Or I'll go back here and do that, and then I'll come back here. I'll just make sure that there wasn't anything else I needed. Gosh, that is gorgeous. See, like this. Just don't leave me out of the area, please. I'll be upset. probably should go back. It seems like where I'm supposed to go when I'm done down here. So we'll go back here and then we'll finish it up. Whee!
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Take a little small frolic in the forest and enjoy the music a little bit more. Make sure we didn't miss any more key parts of the story. Wow, stunning. There we are. This is probably leading us out of here. So, take one last gander at this gorgeous area over here. All these gorgeous colors, the color palette. Wow. as I suspected. I'm gonna see if this allows me to frolic around the edge a little bit. Probably not very much, so. This is gorgeous. This is probably the next area that we're supposed to be in. Oh my goodness. Just this is gorgeous. Ah. Oh wow, you need 3 little butterflies. Alright. Let's explore a little bit, shall we? Barber shop. Wow. You definitely have to like use logic on how to get all of these guys, because otherwise you'll spend them all. But that rumble, that bass rumble, is really neat. There's the truck that he was talking about. Whoops.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was going to be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, make this right, to himself, more than to me.
Wow. There's the other one. Okay. Alrighty, so I think we got everything down here. We need to go get those. The rumble is just gorgeous. It'll be a walk up and drop off. Okay, so any hidden stars in there.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was, and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush and able to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
No. Whoa. No. I have to go back and get all the... Sorry, guys. That's on my bad. I didn't angle the fox right. But we just get a really beautiful angle of the waterfall and the fox again. See, so pretty. Alright. I'll stop gushing and I'll grab these. It's just so pretty. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Alright. Here we go. On to the next area.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right.
Those
Maybe
drawings
the
are
destination
amazing.
is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
I'm over here like, I'm sad about the one kit, but please tell me that she gets to keep her other two babies. Because I'm going to be very upset if that isn't the case. Because I already have a feeling that, like, this story with his dad is already going to get very, very hard. So I hope that she gets her babies. After all the running that she's doing, certainly hope so. Just gorgeous. The ripple in the grass is just gorgeous as well. my god, this color palette! I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm very just... This is just gorgeous, and I love it, and I'm here for it. The purples, the greens, the blues. I'm just loving this so much. And it's just so gorgeous. A pop can. Yes, I say pop because I'm originally from Michigan, so we call it pop up there. I do not say soda. Oh, architecture. I love how her tail just floats in the wind. Oh my god, it's so cute. Every song is gorgeous. Please give me a live kit. If we do not have a live kit, I'm going to be very, very, very upset, please. What do I do? What? Oh. Is it like a bowing? Oh, that's neat. Oh my god. Oh, whoopsies. Whoopsies. This, like, makes my music-loving heart happy. And my art-loving heart happy as well. 'Cause I used to be in band and perform beautiful pieces like this, and it is absolutely one of the best feelings. So, this just, oh. Whoopsies. Come here, Mama. Here we go.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Alright, moving on. Nope, mama. There we go. More architecture. I'll go towards that light, but what's over here? Oopsies, got stuck on a tree.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I love sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Oh. Let me get this right. Gotta go find the other rock. See, your dad just cares about you. God, this music. I hope there's a soundtrack that I can, like, get on Spotify or something. I want to listen to this so bad after I'm done playing this. Or I hope that I can find it on YouTube, something. Oh my gosh. The soundtrack is gorgeous. Oh hey, look at that. Oh, hey, I was right there. Whoopsies. It's okay. I get these guys and then I'll go backwards. This is just one of the most beautiful pieces. And this piece reminds me of one that I've seen from Markiplier before, where it was talking about battling cancer, and these pieces are always like one of my favorites, but they always take so much out of you in an emotional sense. But I love them, and I respect the developers so much for actually putting themselves out there and going, hey, here's something to talk about. I know it's hard to talk about, but this is something that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure that it impacts everybody else. So anyways, let's see what Mama's got here.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes.
No.
We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
Venison jerky is good. Venison in general is good. Let's just get that straight. So let's go searching for more stuff. I saw some shiny doodads over here, and I know there's more over that way, but I saw them when I was coming back this way. Yeah, right here. I knew I saw them. I knew I saw them. Y'all have no idea how happy this game is, like, making me in the sense of being able to, like, play around as a fox, because I've fucking love foxes so much. Like, I guess call it an unhealthy obsession with them, but they are like they are my favorite animal. And it's just, they are the sweetest little critters I've ever seen, and they are the perfect mix between a cat and a dog. I don't know. I just love the crap out of them, so. There's the boat where he goes fishing. Alrighty. Some more stars. So, anybody that you meet that knows me, that is my friend, family, they will tell you and like swear by how much I love foxes. So I actually have a fox, or a version of a fox, tattooed on me. So I decided to get a kitsune, nine-tailed kitsune, tattooed on me because it has significant meaning to me. And maybe someday I'll explain what that meaning is. God, I hope this soundtrack is available somewhere. I need it.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Alright. So, we're gonna hop down here. I love her tail! It just flops in the wind and it's so adorable. Whoops. Ooh, music. Me too, my dude, me too. Ooh. Okay, I see you. Hold on. Let me get these. Boing. just the way that the strings come in and it's so gorgeous. Let's take you back here. I don't know. Hold on a minute. There's gotta be another way around. Nope. There it is. Goodness. Where's my story piece, though? It can't just be the... There's gotta be another story piece, I thought. Unless that was just letting me know where that stone was. That's likely. I just don't want to miss any part of his story. I'm also, like, wondering if we're gonna find out anything else about Mama soon. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, right there. His story piece, where is it? Is it in here, or is it on the other side of these rocks? I just don't want to miss it. I'm invested in my characters. Alrighty. That's gotta be about the stone, then. That's confusing to a player, because I would think that that's a story piece, especially when they couple story pieces together with those stones. Or that they have been doing that. Yeah. If I missed it, I'm sorry. I figured that he would have told me, or that I would have found it in there. I'm not pleased that I'm not seeing it. I'm almost tempted to double check on Google to make sure that I don't miss it, because I really don't want to miss that. Okay, obsidian rocks. I'm just checking and making sure that I'm not missing a part of the story, because I don't want to miss anything. Because if I miss any part of it, I'm going to be pissed at myself. Did y'all see that? I can't hop over it that way. So let's take one more gander at all the nooks and crannies. All the nooks and crannies. All of them. We are not leaving any part left unturned. Okay. There's the obsidian. Unless there's some way up that I'm supposed to go. Whoopsies. Would have got her stuck. I don't know. I have to check and see if there's some way up. Y'all just roll with me here. Y'all are probably gonna like facepalm here real quick. Or real soon. It doesn't seem like there's a way up, but no. We're gonna go out. Nope. Ah! Okay. I'm just gonna check and make sure. So I activated them all, which is fine. That's how it's supposed to work. But okay. Well, I hope I didn't miss his thing. I hope there isn't anything that I missed of his, like his story. I'm gonna be mad if I did. I don't want to. Yeah, it's just over the obsidian. Okay, thank God. I answered that myself. Thanks, because Google was useless. Sorry, everybody had to just sit there through that, and I apologize. Nobody asked for that, but I didn't want to lose any of the guy's story. Because I would have been madder than a wet hen if that was the case, because I really want to know what's going on between him and his dad. And just like I want to know what happens with this fox and her babies. I plan on replaying this too, because this game has a lot of trophies in it. Apparently there's a trophy where you don't like grab the rabbit and kill it, but you can like touch a rabbit in the first area where there were rabbits, where I caught up to one. And I didn't know that. So, you know, the more you know. So I look forward to replaying this and getting all of the trophies, because I am that type of person, especially when it's a game that I love so much. No question about it. I'm replaying the shit out of it. Like, I have platinum BioShock because I love that game. So let's make it happen. I'm gonna replay this game. This is gorgeous. Oh my god. Just the colors. The first tree. Ah, he said it. He said it. There it is. I want to see this carving. Joseph. Oh, that's so neat. They actually give you a trophy for looking at the guy's name. Ha! Dope. Okay, give me sparkle. Let me. Give me sparkle. Extra boingy. Boing. 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 No, no, no. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a wolf over there. No! Those kits better be okay, so help me God.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed. like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel.
What?
I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Wait. What? No, not another Kit. Not his dad either. Jesus. Who's cutting all these onions? Oh, how can I not get those? Fair enough. I suck at this. Am I not allowed to go back up? And try this again? Lord help me. Please tell me there's another Kit. For the love of God, I can't. I did not see that coming. Did I miss some story? Someone help me! Ouch, my heart. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, my heart. It hurts. And we're only an hour and 30 minutes in, and from what I saw, this is a 3-hour long game, mind you. So, ouch. Oh, I feel so bad for him and for Mama here. I just, oh. I feel so bad. Like, speechless. I know that everybody has that, like, has, that's like the biggest fear I have dealing with day to day, and that's why I like to make sure that I don't have that kind of like leftover anger with somebody. I mean, like, of course, I'm not perfect and I have some relationships I have to mend, but like, it's always good to try and mend them because you never know.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
It's just, this is definitely gonna be a hard game for some people. That's why it's important, you know, life is too short and you never know. You never know, you know. I mean, some relationships can't be mended and you have to deal with that on your own and like be okay with that, but like the relationships that you definitely want to mend and can be mended, you definitely should try to work on that. Powerful, powerful stuff. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous.
Everything,
Oops.
and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
I just want my kids. God, this level is gorgeous too.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes, while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
Oh, wow.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
I have no idea how many stars there are, but I made it to 100. Yay, go me. Still feel so emotionally upset about this whole thing. But it's still so beautiful, even emotionally beautiful. This is beautiful. I don't want this to ever end. This is such a gorgeous game. Oh my god. I'm so glad I'm finally playing it.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there.
I
The
hope
rain
it's
cascaded onto the jade
alive.
valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left.
Oh Jesus! I
Items from my
failed
life still dotted
that
the
one.
ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Well, I guess fuck me and that star, I guess. I tried. I apparently can't, jump that fox to save my freaking life. I'm upset. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Please. Like I said, I somehow feel like I missed parts of his story. I don't know. That was like a shock. Just like, boom. My dad was killed. And it's just like, excuse me? Here we're talking about camping and things are just nice and cheery. And things are y'all are getting along finally, and then boom.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
Even though these colors are like a dreary palette, they're still absolutely gorgeous. Look at these flowers. Oh my goodness. Alright. This field is gorgeous. The little yellow with pink mixed in. I had a feeling there was a story point over here.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
I mean, he said things he shouldn't have, and you were young, and you didn't know how to handle it. It's not like you came equipped knowing how to handle your dad's crisis. Just the colors are gorgeous in this game. Even though it's a dreary, darker palette, it's beautiful. Wish that they would bring back the music though. got those two. Ambulance. Let's go back up here. Oh. There it is. I'll have to do a little zigzagging up the hill. Yeah. Oh, hospital bed. I don't know if this is for the guy in the accident or if this is for the dad at this point. there's anything else over here. Yeah, there is. But I don't want to go that way quite yet. I have a feeling that that might be the way to the next loading area. So, hold on before we go there. But I could be wrong, for all I know. Yep, here's the forklift. Okay, so it could be for... Okay, there's a wall there. So it's probably for the other guy that got into the accident in the forklift. I mean, obviously, but you never know. I mean, he did say that his dad was gone, so just making sure. So we shall skidoop boop boop.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Everybody always thinks that. I mean, you always think that people will be here longer than they are. No!
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
That must be Rachel. Holy crap. Let me try and collect myself here. I think it wants us to go outside. That is gorgeous. Okay. Oh, it's the camo tent.
What the hell?
Yeah, okay, I do have run. This is gorgeous. There she is. I'm running as fast as I can. Wow. What an amazing game. Just I don't know what to say. I'm astonished. It is beautiful. I absolutely loved it. I definitely had to stop myself from ugly crying. But wow. This game was a lot like this game was a lot like the game in that Markiplier played that was about cancer and stuff, and it's amazing. All I can say is like really I know that you just watched me play through it all, but really go support the developer, go buy this, go play it for yourself. And because like I have this down on like 520, but the art and the palettes, like you got to play it for yourself. This didn't do it justice. You need to do it yourself, and the experience is just amazing. Wow, I'm speechless. I loved this game, and I look forward to playing it again, and I want to get all of the achievements. I want to explore more and spend time in the universe, getting more of the trophies and being in there, even though I know it's sad and I know that ultimately what the ending is, I just, it's gorgeous there, and I look forward to replaying it again. But you guys really should invest in getting it and playing it yourselves, even on the Switch. It is on the Switch. I even bought it on the Switch, and I planned on playing it there, but then I saw that it was only like, I think, $1 or something on the PlayStation Store. So that's why I got it here, because to actually play it on the Switch, you have to do a whole bunch of stuff to be able to stream. But anyways, this was amazing, and I'm speechless, and I can't wait to play it again and, spend more time in the universe. And God, that soundtrack, I hope to God that it's available somewhere. But please, support the developer, or, go follow them on social media, or go praise them, because good Lord, that was gorgeous. And, that definitely made me ugly cry. I had to mute myself to get my shit together. But that was a gorgeous game. I look forward to streaming again. I don't know what I'll stream. Maybe it'll be Last of Us. Maybe it'll be something else. But I thank you for stopping by and being a part of this emotional journey. I will see you around, and I thank you again for stopping in.